Kana, very good morning to you all. See here, the next one is numbers between any two consecutive square numbers. Okay, so we want to find the numbers between the consecutive square numbers. That is, what is the meaning of consecutive? The continuous numbers. Okay, that is, if we have first number as 7 means the next number is 8. Okay, likewise having number is called as a consecutive number. Here they saying that consecutive square numbers. Okay, that means 7 square and 8 square. What is the value of 7 square? 49. What is the value of 8 square? 64. The difference between, that is the in between numbers, is called as for finding that in between numbers we have a formula. Okay, listen. If x is any positive integer, then there are 2x numbers between x square and x plus 1 the whole square. Okay, so if we have a x, okay, instead of x, if we having a 7, I already explained you that 7 square and 8 square, isn't right? So what is the value of x here? 7. Here it becomes as x plus 1 akana. 7 plus 1 we get as 8. Okay, so this type is called as consecutive numbers. So x square and x plus 1 the whole square. If the number is like this, means what they are saying, we have a 2x numbers between it, isn't right? So 2 into x. So what is the x value here? It is 7. So 2 into 7. So we get the answer as 14. 2 sevens are 14. Let us verify that. They are saying that in between 7 square and 8 square we get a 14 numbers. Let us verify. Okay. So what is the value of 7 square? 49. What is the value of 8 square? 64. So subtract this. 64 and 49. So what we get? 14 becomes as, 4 becomes as 14. So 14 minus 9. If we subtract means we get a between answer. No, because we get the answer as 15, isn't right? So we want to count the numbers. So how many numbers in between it? 49 after. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. That's all, isn't right? Because they are asking a in between numbers. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now we get a 14 numbers and we get the answer also 14. Now we proved this. Isn't right? We have verified this. Okay. So we want to do the remaining sums as such as in this method only. So let us see the remaining sums also. Okay. So what is the first sum here? 9 square and 10 square. Okay. So what is the value of 9 square? Before that we will apply a property. So use the property number is 4. Use the property 4. What is the property? 2x. That is number of integers between between 9 square and 10 square is equal to 2x. Okay. So we write the 2x here. So what is the value of 2x? 2 into what is the value of x here? 9. Because x value is 9 and x plus 1 is equal to 10. So x value is 9. So 2 9s are 18. So we get the in between number is 18. Next see the 12 square and 13 square. Here also same thing. Use property. For what is the x value? 12. What is x plus 1? 13. Okay. Now, numbers of integers, number of integers between 12 square and 13 square is equal to, what is the number? What is the x value here? It is 12. So 2x is the formula. Applying means we get as 2 into 12. So 2 12s are 24. So we get the answer as 24. So in between 12 square and 13 square, we get the value as 24 integers we are having in between that. Okay. Shall we move on to the next? Kana, next we are going to see the property 5. What is property 5? Triangular numbers property. Okay. The triangular numbers property means nothing but we want to include each and every numbers with the first number. Okay. So first, see the first number is 1. 1 equal to 1. That is called as term 1. Okay. And then 1 plus 2. Now see here, it makes in the form of triangular. It makes a form of triangular, kana? So this is called as a triangular number property. Okay. So 1 and then 1 plus 2. We get the answer as 3. Next, 1 plus 2 plus 3. We get the answer as 6. Then 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. We get the answer as 10. So term 1, term 3 continuously it will comes on till the nth value. Okay. So the numbers 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21 and so on are called triangular numbers. Okay. These numbers we getting answer no additive value. So that value is called as a triangular numbers. Here the nth term of the series. So we need the nth term, isn't right? Then only we are able to solve the problems. So the nth term is, see here, it is n. Okay, take that one as n. See the next number, it is 3. It is 3 kana. So 1. Here we want to apply the value. Am I right? So what is the n value here? It is, the n value means number of terms. Okay. See, here it is 1. Here it is 1 and the term is also 1. That means we want to use the term as 1 into 1 plus 1 by 2. Because the n value is 1. What is having in the term, we want to take that value as a n. So 1 plus 1 plus 1. So what we get? 1 into 1 plus 1 value is 2 by 2. 2 and 2 get cancelled and the remaining answer is 1. Now we get the answer here. The same answer we get here now. So by using this formula, we want to solve this exercise. Okay. Now let us see the next one. Find the square numbers that we will get if we add the following terms of triangular number series. Okay, what they are saying, first we want to find the triangular number. Okay, and then we want to add that numbers and we want to say the value. Okay, so what is the formula of finding the triangular numbers? N into n plus 1 by 2. Very good. So, here they given a 4 and 5. Okay. So, first we want to write the nth term of triangular series. So, nth term of triangular series is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay. Now what is the first term they given? Fourth. So fourth term of triangular series is equal to, what is the n value here? 4. 4 into 4 plus 1 by 2. So 4 into 4 plus 1 is 5 by 2. 1 time, 2 time. So 2 5s are 10. Okay, so the fourth term value is 10. Now we want to find the fifth term. So fifth term of triangular series is equal to, fifth term of triangular series is equal to, what is the n value? It is 5. So 5 into 5 plus 1 by 2. So 5 into 6 by 2. 1 time, 6, 3 times. So 5 3s are 15. Next thing what they are asking, Kana? Add the following terms. So sum of fourth and fifth term is equal to, sum of fourth and fifth term is equal to 10 plus 15. So what we get as answer? 25. It is the answer for this sum. Okay, let us see the next sum. Whatever is seen in the last sum, we want to continue this sum. Okay. So what is the second sum, Kana? Second and third term. So first step we want to write as, very good, the nth term of triangular series. Sorry, I wrote here as n. So nth term of triangular series. Equal to, what is the formula? N into n plus 1 by 2. Here what is the first one? Second term of triangular series is equal to 2 into 2 plus 1 by 2, because the n value is 2. So 2 into 3 by 2. 2 and 2 cancel. So the answer becomes 3. Next, third term of triangular series is equal to 3 into 3 plus 1 by 2. So 3 into 3 plus 1 is 4. Very good. 1 time and 4 it is 2 times. So 3 2s are 6. So the next step they are asking us the sum of. So the sum of second and third term is equal to 3 plus 6. So the value is 9. Okay, this is the answer for this sum. Let us move on to the next property. Next, the property number 6. Pythagorean triplet. What is this? Pythagorean triplet. Okay. Pythagorean triplet are a set of 3 positive integers x, y and z. Okay. Here z is considered as a greatest number. Okay. From the 3 numbers, which number is greatest, we want to take that as a z. Okay. And the remaining numbers as a x and y. Okay. Now the formula is x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared. This is the Pythagorean triplets formula. Okay. So already we know that we want to be clarified with the Pythagoras theorem. So what is the Pythagoras theorem? The sum of squares of hypotenuse and the square of hypotenuse and the sum of squares of other two, that is opposite side and adjacent side. Okay, again I am repeating the statement. The square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of other two sides, or instead of other two sides we can say it as opposite and adjacent side. Okay, so that is the formula. That's why here writing here x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared. This is hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent. Okay. Now formula algebraically, if we write it in algebraical means the formula is this only, that is 2n the whole power 2 plus n square minus 1 the whole power 2 is equal to n square plus 1 the whole square. But here we not yet use the formula algebraically, just for your knowing purpose we given this. We only use the formula this one, that is x squared plus y squared equal to z squared. We only use this formula. Okay. We won't use that and all. We want to verify and say whether the given numbers are satisfying a Pythagoras theorem or not. Okay. So, for example, we taken a number. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So, x square, the value of x square is, x is 1. Already I said the greatest number value is 3, isn't right? That is the greatest number is called as z. So, which is the greatest number here? 3. So, z value is 3. So, x value is 1, y value is 2 and z value is 3. Now, apply it in a formula. That is LHS side and RHS side. So, what is the LHS? X squared plus y squared. RHS? Z squared. Now, 1 squared plus 2 squared. Here it is 3 squared. So, 1 plus 4. Here it is 9. So 5 and 9, which is not equal to. So it shows that it is not satisfying a Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem means right angle. Okay, right angled triangle. So this will not comes under that property. Okay. So let us move on to the XY sums. The next one. Which of the following set of numbers form Pythagorean triplet? Okay, already we see a formula. What is the Pythagorean triplet formula, Kana? Very good. X squared plus y squared is equal to z square. Okay, here we want to use this only. I already said that what is the value of z? The greatest number from the given numbers, isn't right? So which is greatest here? 33, 56 or 65? 65. So 65 is greater than 33 and 56. So which comes in the z place? Z is equal to 65, x equal to 33, y equal to 56. Okay, so apply it. LHS and RHS. So what is LHS sign and what is RHS sign? So formula of LHS is x squared plus y squared. RHS is z square. Okay. Now, what is the x value? 33 square plus y value 56 square. Z value 65 square. Now find the value of 33 into 33. 33 into 33. 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. Again 99. So 9, 8, 1. So 1, 0, 8, 9. Plus then 56 into 56. What we get? 6 6 are 36. Remainder 3, 5, 6 are 30. 30 plus 3. 33, 6 5s are 30, remainder 3, 5 5s are 25 plus 3 is 28. So 6, 3, 1, remainder 1, 3. So 3, 1, 3, 6. Then RHS side, 65 into 65, 5 5s are 25, remainder 2, 6 5s are 30, 32. Then 5 6 are 30, 0 remainder 3. 6 6 are 36 plus 3 is 39. So 5, 2, 12 2 remainder 1. So 4225. Now add these two things. What we get? 9 plus 6, 15. 5 remainder 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 2 remainder 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 and 1 plus 3 is 4. So 425 and 425 are equal now. So both the answers are in equal. So LHS is equal to RHS. So what's the numbers they given? 33, 56, 65 or Pythagorean triplet. So it is a Pythagorean triplet numbers. Okay. Okay, Kana? Are you understand now? Let us move on to the next sum in this. அடுத்தது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா B sum 65 72 97. அப்போ Z ஓட வேல்யூ என்ன? 97. X ஓட வேல்யூ 65. Y ஓட வேல்யூ 72. 2. நம்மளுக்கான ஃபார்முலா என்ன? x squared plus y squared equal to z squared. இப்போ LHS sin RHS sin. இப்போ என்ன வரும் LHS sideல 65 square plus 72 square. இங்க 97 square. இப்போ 65 square உடைய வேல்யூ என்னக்கண்ணா? போன சம்லே ஃபைண்ட் பண்ணோம். 4225 பிளஸ் சரியா? 72 ஸ்கொயரோட வேல்யூ என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 5184. அடுத்தது 97 ஸ்கொயர் அதனுடைய வேல்யூ என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 9409. சரிங்களா? இப்போ இது ரெண்டையும் ஆட் பண்ண என்ன கிடைக்கும்? 9 10 0 remainder 1 4 9. அப்போ என்னாச்சு? ரெண்டு ஆன்சரும் LHS is equal to RHS இருக்கு. அப்ப இதுவும் என்னது? பித்தாகரஸ் தியரமை ப்ரூஃப் பண்ணுது. அதாவது பித்தாகரஸ் ட்ரிப்லெட்டை ப்ரூஃப் பண்ணுது. அடுத்தது 248. இப்போ இதுல z ஓட வேல்யூ என்ன? 8. x ஓட வேல்யூ 2. y ஓட வேல்யூ 4. ஃபார்முலா x squared plus y squared equal to z squared. அப்போ LHS RHS. LHS என்ன இருக்கு? x squared plus y squared. இங்க z squared. x ஓட வேல்யூ 2 square plus 4 square. இங்க 8 square. 2 2s are 4. 4 4s are 16. 8 8s are 64. இங்க 20 கிடைக்குது. இங்க 64 கிடைக்குது. அப்ப எப்படி இருக்கு? not equal இருக்கு. not equal இருக்குன்னா இது என்னன்னு சொல்லலாம்? hence not proved. Okay, hence not proved. Okay, let us see the next sum. The next sum, form the Pythagorean triplet. We want to form the Pythagorean triplet by using the given number. Here only we want to use that algebraic formulae. We see there as algebraic formulae, isn't right? Formula algebraically. What is that formula? What is that formula, Kana? 2n n square minus 1, that is 2n the whole square plus n square minus 1 the whole square is equal to n square plus 1 the whole square. No need to find the square value and all. Okay. So the first number is 2n. Second number is n squared minus 1. Third number is n squared plus 1. We need to find these three alone. Okay. So what is the n value? The given. So n equal to 7. Therefore 2n equal to 7 into 2 which is equal to 14. Then n square minus 1. 7 square minus 1. So 49 minus 1 we get as 48. Then n square plus 1. 7 square plus 1 which is equal to 49 plus 1 which is equal to 50. So 14 comma 48 comma 50 is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, now you understand this. Shall we move on to the next sum? Next sum you only want to be answer to me. What is the n value? Very good. It is 11. Then 2n is equal to 11 2s are 22. Then n square minus 1 is equal to 11 square minus 1. So 1 2 1 minus 1 120. n square plus 1. 11 square plus 1 is equal to 121 plus 1 we get as 122. So 22, 120, 122, is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, now you all understand this one, Kana? Let us move on to the next head. One is square roots. Okay, already you learn about a square root or not, Kana? Nothing. The square root is it is denoted by the symbol this. This is called as a square root. Okay. Here we have four methods. Okay. What are they are? First method is prime factorization. Already you know the prime factorization, isn't right? By using that we want to solve. Second step is estimation. Third one is repeated subtraction. Fourth one is long division. Long division method. Okay, we having these four types to solve the square value. Okay, the square root means the number which has a number multiplied by 2 by itself. Okay, for example, if we have a number as 81, okay, if we have it in a square root, what are the possible factors for 81? Okay, find for 81. So what are the value? 81 comes under which table? Into 2 table it is possible or not? No. In 3 table it is possible, isn't right? So how many times? How many times? 2 times 6 and 7 times. Again 3 table 9 times. Again 3 table 3 times. Again 3 table 1 time. So what is the factor we having here? Square root of 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. We want to take it as a pair and take 1 as outside. So we get as 3 into 3, which is equal to 9. Okay, that is, for this we have an answer as 9 nines are 81. The number multiplied by itself and get the square value. Okay, for finding this one, we have a two numbers, the same numbers multiplied by itself to get the given number is called as a square root. Okay, so let us move on to the exercise sum. Exercise 3.3. The first one is find the square root of the following numbers using the method mentioned. In the number itself they mentioned which method we want to follow. I already see the 4 methods, isn't right? Prime factorization, estimation, repeated subtraction and long division. Here they are asking a prime factorization for these 2 sums. Okay, that is A sum. A subdivision is a prime factorization. So let us see the first one. What is the number they given? 256. So find the value for 256 by using a prime factorization. In which table it will come? 2 table. So 2 table, 1 time, 2 time, 8 time. Again by 2 table, 6 time, 4 time. Again by 2 table, 3 time, 2 time. Again by 2 table, 16 time. Again by 2 table, 8 time. Again by 2 table, 4 time. Again by 2 table, 2 time. Again by 2 table, it is 1 time. Okay. So, square root of 256 is equal to square root of 2 into how many 2's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now pad this one. So what we get? 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. Now again pad this. So what we get? 16 into 16. So take one number as outside. If we have a pair means we want to take one number as outside. So 16. 16 is the answer for this one. Okay, same as the next sum. 361 divided by 361 comes in which table? It only comes in, that is in a 19th table alone it will come. Okay, that is 19s are alone it will come. So 19 table 19 times. So 19 table 1 time. So 361. Square root of 361 is equal to square root of 19 into 19. So which is equal to 19 is the answer for this sum. Okay. So let us see the next B sum. B sum is 36 as an estimation method. Okay. The estimation method means what kana? We want to estimate and say the value. We don't need to solve that one. We want to say it is in an approximate way. Okay. Already we see in the sums that is addition and subtraction we taken an estimated value. That is if we have a 150 means we taken that as a 200. If we have a 120 means we taken that as a 100. Like this we taken no. Like that we want to do here. Okay. So in 36, what is the unit place of 36? Unit place of 36 is, what is the unit place? 6. Very good. So 6 is a unit place means the answer's unit place must be 6. So 6 6 are 36 are. So square root of 36 equal to 36. The sum is over. Okay, then so see the next sum. 121. It is a 3-digit number, isn't right? So 121, the same. The unit place of 121 is 1. That means the square value is also 1, isn't right? So if the unit place is also 1 means the square value is also 1 na. So leave ones and tens place. Now already we get a unit place of square is, unit place of square is 1. Yeah. So now we leave this ones and tens place. So leave ones and tens place. Now what is the next, that is previous number. Now we leave in a 1 space and tens place. So what is the remaining here? 1, isn't right? So that 1 has a square value is, 1 has a square value is, very good. It is also 1. So the answer becomes as square root of 121 equal to 11. Okay. Now you clear Kana? Okay. Shall we move on to the next? Next we are going to see the next method. What is that? Repeated subtraction. Okay. The repeated subtraction is nothing but already we know the subtraction. Whatever the number they given, we want to subtract it. Okay. So subtract it by odd numbers, not by the even numbers. Subtract it by odd numbers is called as a repeated subtraction. Okay. So the first thing is in the solution part, the first one is we want to write it in a step 1, step 2 and so on. Okay, how many steps it is coming, we want to count that one. So what is the step 1? What is the first odd number? 1. So 169 minus 1 equal to 168. Then Step 2. Step 2. Whatever the answer coming here, we want to take over here. So 168 minus 3. The next odd number is 3. So what we get? 165. Then step 3. Step 3 is 165 minus 5. So 160. Then step 4. What is the step 4? 160 minus 7. So 153. Then step 5. 153 minus 9 is equal to 144. Then step 6. 144 minus 11. 133. Then step 7. 133 minus 13. So 120. Okay. Then the next one. Step 8. 120 minus 15. So 105. Then step 9. 105 minus 17. So what we get? 15 minus 7 we get as 15 minus 7. 8. Very good. 9 minus 1 is 8. So 88. Then step 10. 88 minus 19. So what we get? 9. 7 minus 1 is 6. So 69. Then step 11. 69 minus 21. So what we get? 48. Then step 12. 48 minus 23. So 25. Then step 13. 25 minus 25. So we get as 0. Now how many steps here? 13. So square root of 169 is equal to 13. Okay. This is the answer, Kana. Kana, listen the next one. 4761 by using a long division method. Okay. The long division method, we want to do this sum. So how we will do the long division method? Or you know that? No, this is a new for you. Okay. So the long division method is nothing, and it is so easy while comparing with our simple divisions. Okay. Now, see here, as usual, the division symbol 4761, as such as you want to write that. Now, the first thing you want to do is pair from the last. So, we having a 2 pairs, isn't right? So, 47. So, we want to write the square numbers. 1 1 is 1. 2 2s are 4. 3 3s are 9. 4 4s are 16. 5 5s are 25. 6 6 are 36. 7 7s are 49. 8 8s are 64. 9 9s are 81. 10 10s are 100. Up to this you want. Okay. After that we having means we will do that one. Okay. Now 47. Before 47 or 47, if we having in the answers, which one is below 47 or 47? 36, isn't right? So 36 is below 47. Am I right? Because 47 not having here. So 36 is below 47 in this one. So we want to write the number as 6 6 are. Okay. So 6 6 are what? 36. So what is the remainder? 11. 1 1 6 1. Okay. Okay, Kanna. Now, here we having a 1161 now. Now, we want to do the next step is 6 into 2. So, what we get? 12. So, we want to write as such as that one as here. Okay. Now, see the last digit. What is the last digit here? 1. 1 means in the unit place we have a 1 means surely we know that either 1 or 9 only have that 1 value. Okay. So, better we put a 9. Because if we putting a 1 means again we get a 121 only here. So, put the number as 9. So, 69. Now, 9 nines are 81. 1 remainder 8. 2 nines are 18. 18 plus 8. 26. 6 remainder 2. 1 9 is 9. 9 plus 2 11. So we get the answer as 0. So square root of 4761 is equal to 69. It is so easy while comparing with the last one. Am I right? Okay. Shall we do the next sum? What is the next sum? 7 9 2 1. Same steps. 7 9 2 1. We use this itself. Okay. So no need to write again and again. Once you wrote means that's enough. Again you want to pair this. So which one is paired here? 79. 79 before 8 8s are 64. So 8 8s are, what's the answer we getting here? 64. So the remainder is 5 1 and 2 1. Now the next step is 8 into 2. So what we get? 16. Again the remainder is 1. That is the unit place is 1. So which number will occur here? 1 or 9. So put as 9. So what we get? 9. Here also 9. 9 nines are 81. 1. Remainder 8. 6 nines are 63. 63 are 6 nines are 60. 54. Okay, very good. 54 plus 8. 62. So 2 remainder 6. 9. 1 9 is 9. 9 plus 6. 15. So 1 5 2 1. We get the answer as 0. So square root of 7921 is equal to 89. Okay, this is the answer for this one. So thank you for watching this video, Kanna. Okay.